We are here in Stewart's Draft at I-1 with Dr. David Smith. And Dr. Smith, we're talking about low vision. What is low vision?
Low vision is a condition in between regular vision that people understand as 20/20 and then legal blindness, which is upwards of 2200.
And so what kinds of things do you find that these patients come to you and say, you know, I've I guess maxed out my glasses prescription, my corrective lenses, but I can't, what kinds of things are they struggling to do that you can help them often be able to do?
Most people want to be able to see to read. That's their main objective for recreational things. Some folks would rather sit out of doors and watch nature. Some have needs for crafts such as painting or needle crafts. Most people want to be able to see to read better.
How do you go about the diagnostic process and be able to guide them toward the right tool for them?
Well, it's a stepwise procedure. First of all, the patient needs to have a complete eye exam to rule out any sort of extra medical condition that may prevent them from seeing naturally if they just have their glasses updated. Next, we make sure how well they can function in the normal world now, testing their side vision and their functional vision. Then we go through an assessment step where the doctor and the patient sit down together and ask the patient, what is it that you want to be able to do? How are you doing it now? And then bring in some of your reading material, whether it's the Bible,
like
a
this
book.
would be
Yes.
This would be an example.
Bringing in those kinds of things and showing us what it is that you want to be able to read. Once we get an assessment, I make recommendations on what kind of optical device may be helpful, and I let my local optician take over from there, showing them how things work.
Well, we actually are going to be talking with Rush, your optician, and he is going to sort of treat me as the patient.
Right.
And show me a number of different tools and devices that you have to be able to treat low vision. And then we'll come back and talk to you about something that actually is a tool for even those who are legally blind to be able to help them read. We're back with optician Russ Snodgrass, and he is now going to show us some tools if we were struggling beyond what a prescription would deal with in terms of reading and basic things that you want to do in life. And you've already got me set up with a little handy tool that I might take out shopping with me. Pretty neat.
Yes, it is. And it has an automatic light, which automatically comes on when you pull it open. And it's good for shopping, as you can look and read labels and stuff that you wouldn't
read a menu in dark restaurants.
In dark restaurants.
I think I might have to leave with this today. And then this is a neat tool. Yeah. Tell us about it.
This is a really good one because it's so versatile. You can read across, you can slide across the page to read with. You can also put your check under there and sign your check when you're doing your bills at the end of the month. It's very easy to just slide under there, and you have plenty of light because it has a light also.
And if the patient had Parkinson's disease or anything that might have shaking, that might be an easier device for them to use.
Right.
Oh, very neat. And then this one?
Simply one that you just slide across for reading. It's good for newspapers and stuff like that.
So you can really match a patient up with how severe their low vision is, and also just what works best for them.
Yeah, whatever they need to use to get through daily life.
And these tools are just like worn like glasses for extra magnification.
Yes, and if you're going to read a novel, you know, this wouldn't be good for a novel, but if you like to do a continuous amount of reading, this is the way to go here because it leaves your hands free.
And so outdoors, there are also a number of glasses with different shading for different issues, and I think we picked out some that would be for cataract. Is that correct?
Yeah, if you have cataracts, that'll increase the amount of light and then cut out the hidden shadows a lot for you.
Wow.
It really brightens things up.
Wow, I might have to get a pair of these too. That's really neat. Well, thank you so much, and we're going to talk back to Dr. Smith, and he's going to show an even more powerful device for those who are actually legally blind. Thank you, Russ.
Okay, you're welcome.
And Dr. Smith, we conclude with a tool that possibly would be used by someone who is legally blind. Tell us about it.
Well, it's a very adaptive sort of electronic reader. People are used to using a screen like this, whether it's a television set or a computer screen, but it's for those who want to be able to see a wider field of view, but yet magnified at the same time. This device allows the patient to slide their reading material under and moving it left and right, and you see the magnification can be varied depending on the need of the patient. Also, contrast can be changed, even to white on black. It can even be portable. You can fold it down and carry it off like a computer would be. You just plug it in and turn it on and you're ready to go.
So for someone who has no other means of reading, really nice, and would be a nice gift even for family members to give a loved one.
That's right. And it's not just for those who are legally blind. Those folks who have impaired vision or unable to read what they would like to read, this is the way to go.
And all of the I-1 locations throughout the valley, you are really known as the low vision specialist here in Stewart's Draft. So.
Well, it turns out that we have the equipment here in the Stewart's Draft office, and so that we get referrals in from all the other doctors to have us look at them, to evaluate them, and then to show them what we have to offer.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming here.
Meet Jamie and Julie, sisters and fashion divas from Stanton, Virginia. One day while out shopping, Jamie couldn't help but notice Julie's stunning new Coach sunglasses. "Where did you get those Coach sunglasses?" "I won, of course." Jamie is ecstatic, not only because she's just learned about I-1's great selection of designer sunglasses, but she's also found a matching Coach purse for 30% off. I-1. See the difference.